You won't believe this. All right, everybody, settle in, get comfy. Welcome back to the show. Or, well, welcome to my channel, which is kind of like a show, right? We've got good energy, we've got interesting things to talk about, and most importantly, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're diving into some fascinating psychology facts about girls that you probably didn't know. I mean, some of this stuff even made go, huh, really? And you know, I think I know a lot of things. So, get ready to have your minds just a little bit blown, in the best way possible, of course. We're going to explore the amazing, complex, and sometimes surprising world of the female mind. Think of it as a little peek behind the curtain, a backstage pass to understanding what makes girls tick. And listen, whether you're a girl, you know a girl, you're raising a girl, or you just find people fascinating, and who doesn't? There's something in here for everyone. It's not about stereotypes, not at all. It's about what science and research have shown us, and it's pretty cool. I love learning new things, especially things that help us understand each other a little better. So, grab a metaphorical cup of coffee or a real one. I won't judge. I've probably got one just off camera. We're gonna have some fun, learn a little something, and maybe even share a laugh or two, because that's what we do here, right? We make learning feel like a party, a very smart, very informative party. Let's get started. Alright, first up, and this one's a bit serious, but super important to understand, is that girls are statistically more prone to anxiety disorders than boys. Now I know what you're thinking, Ellen, that sounds a bit heavy for a fun video. And you're right, it's a serious topic, but understanding it is the first step to supporting each other. And that's always a good thing. It's not about saying girls are just worriers by nature, not at all. It's about acknowledging that there are real factors at play, things we can learn about and be mindful of. Scientists believe it's a mix of things, a cocktail if you will, but maybe not the fun kind you have on vacation. There can be genetic predispositions, meaning it might run in families, kind of like my Aunt Carol's love for polka music. Some things are just passed down. Then there are hormonal influences. A woman's hormonal landscape is, let's just say, a very active and ever-changing place, especially during certain life stages, and that can play a role in mood and anxiety levels. It's like having a very sensitive internal weather system. And then, of course, there are social factors. Think about the pressures girls and young women can face. Societal expectations, school stress, social media comparisons, the list goes on. It's a lot to navigate. It's like trying to juggle flaming torches while riding a unicycle. Impressive if you can do it, but also incredibly stressful. So recognizing this higher likelihood of anxiety isn't about labeling, it's about fostering understanding, encouraging open conversations about mental health, and making sure everyone feels supported, because everyone deserves to feel safe and calm. Okay, let's switch gears to something that'll make you go, wow, that's pretty cool. Studies have shown, and you know I love a good study, almost as much as I love dancing, that girls generally tend to excel in tasks that require verbal memory and understanding social cues. That's right, word power and people smarts. It's like having a built-in superpower for communication and connection, which, if you ask me, is one of the best superpowers to have. Imagine how much easier charades must be. So, what does verbal memory really mean? Well, think about remembering conversations, recalling details from a story someone told you, or even just having a knack for learning new words and languages. It's like their brains have these super efficient filing cabinets for words and spoken information. I bet many of you out there are nodding along, thinking about that friend who remembers you said, even from years ago. It's a real skill, and it's fascinating that research points to girls often having a bit of an edge here. And then there's social cognition, that's the fancy term for understanding social cues. This means being able to read facial expressions, understand tone of voice, and pick up on those subtle, unspoken messages people send out. It's like being a social detective, figuring out what someone is feeling or thinking, even if they're not saying it outright. This ability is so crucial for building relationships, navigating social situations, and just generally understanding the people around us. It's a big part of what makes us human, and it's amazing to see how these skills can develop. Now this next one is all about how we deal with those big, sometimes messy emotions. We all have them. Research suggests that girls are often more likely to express their emotions through words rather than actions. So instead of, say, punching a pillow, though hey, sometimes a good pillow punch is necessary, I get it, girls might be more inclined to talk about what's going on inside. They might want to articulate their sadness, their frustration, their joy, using language to process and share their feelings. Think about it. When something's bothering them, many girls will seek out a friend, a family member, or even a journal to pour out their thoughts and feelings. It's that verbal strength we were just talking about coming into play again. It's like they have this incredible toolkit of words, and they use it to build bridges of understanding both for themselves and with others. This isn't to say that boys don't feel deeply, of course they do, but those feelings can often take different paths. This tendency to verbalize emotions can be incredibly healthy. Talking things through can help to clarify feelings, reduce stress, and build stronger emotional connections with others. It's like shining a flashlight into a dark room. Once you name what's there, it often feels less overwhelming. So, if you know a girl who loves to talk about her feelings, that's a sign of her trying to understand herself and the world around her, and that's a pretty powerful thing, isn't it? It's all about communication, connection, and getting it all out there. Alright, let's talk about a quality that I think is just one of the most beautiful things a person can have. Empathy. And guess what? Research indicates that girls generally tend to have a higher level of empathy compared to boys. Now, this doesn't mean boys aren't empathetic, not at all. Empathy is a human trait, but studies suggest that, on average, girls might be a little more tuned into this particular frequency. It's like their emotional radar is extra sensitive. So what is empathy, really? It's the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's not just feeling sorry someone, which is sympathy, but actually feeling them. It's stepping into their shoes, seeing the world from their perspective and connecting with their emotional state. Imagine your friend is sad because their ice cream fell on the floor, a tragedy, we can all agree. Empathy is feeling that little pang of sadness them, understanding their disappointment beyond just, oh, that's a bummer. This heightened empathy can make girls incredible friends, caretakers, and leaders. It allows them to connect deeply with others, offer genuine support, and foster a sense of community. Think about the friend who always knows when you're feeling down, even before you say anything, or the one who gives the best hugs because she just did. That's empathy in action. It's a powerful force for good in the world, helping us to build bridges and understand each other on a much deeper level. And anything that helps us connect more is a win in my book. Okay, for our final mind-blowing fact, let's talk about something that happens during those roller coaster teenage years. You remember them, right? Or maybe you're in them right now. Hold on tight! It turns out that girls' brains often mature faster than boys' brains during adolescence. Yes, you heard that right. It's like their brains are on a slightly accelerated track when it comes to certain aspects of development. It's not a race, of course, everyone gets there, but the timing can be a bit different. This faster maturation can specifically affect areas of the brain responsible for things like decision-making, impulse control, and emotional regulation. So, while all teenagers are navigating the complexities of growing up, this developmental difference might explain some of the variations we see in behavior and how they handle their emotions. It's like their internal CEO, the prefrontal cortex, gets its office set up a little bit sooner, helping them to process things with a different kind of wiring, at least for a while. Now, this doesn't mean teenage girls have it all figured out, not by a long shot. Adolescence is challenging for everyone. But understanding this neurological difference can give us a bit more insight into why a teenage girl might seem more mature in some ways, or why she might be grappling with complex emotions with a different approach than her male peers. It's all part of the incredible, intricate process of growing into an adult. The brain is just amazing, isn't it? Constantly changing, constantly learning. It's like the ultimate upgrade. And there you have it. Some incredible psychology facts about girls. Weren't those fascinating? I feel like I learned so much, and I hope you did too. It's just amazing to think about all the intricate workings of the human mind, especially when we start to understand some of the subtle and not so subtle ways we all develop and experience the world. From anxiety and emotional expression to empathy and brain development, it's clear that there's so much more to learn and appreciate about the incredible girls and women around us. Remember, these are general findings and everyone is a unique individual, and that's what makes people so wonderfully interesting. The goal here isn't to put anyone in a box, but to open up conversations and appreciate the diversity and complexity of human experience. I think the more we understand about each other, the kinder and more compassionate we can be, and who wouldn't want more of that in the world? I know I do. It's all about connection, folks. Thank you so much for watching, for spending a little bit of your day with me. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. Let me know in the comments which facts surprised you the most, or if there's something you'd like me to talk about in a future video. I love hearing from you. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you next time. Bye.